Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, would you look at this? I finally did it. I finished the first playable version of my indie game, Cosmic Renegade. For those of you that don't know me, hello, howdy, and good day. My name is Ricky, and I'm a part-time indie game developer. This has been my hobby for over the past 2 years now, and I'm finally excited to share something that people can play. For the longest time, I was in prototyping hell, trying to figure out which ones I wanted to include in my full game, and I ended up cutting a lot of things in order to make the project more manageable. And this is the result. This is a very bare bones game. This is a work in progress build. I'm excited to see what people think of it. I can't wait to get feedback on where you'd like to see me take this game in the future. This video is going to be a little bit of a tutorial. Stick around until the end so that I can tell you how to download and try my game for yourself. When you first double click on this in your desktop, you can go into this main menu. You can adjust some settings if you want, but I'm going to keep mine as is. And you can press new game. So this is sort of the main screen of the game. Just so that we go over things, you see different planets that you can go to, and then you can also look at different menus that you have. You have the main menu where you can save and load things. You've got a finance menu that I'm going to go over later. You got a cargo hold where you can see what's in your starship's inventory. You can't click on crew right now. You have a journal where you can keep track of the different jobs, quests that you have. And there's also this thing called the trade book, which shows the imports and exports of each planet. So I actually made a very small tutorial. It's just words that you can read. You can press H to access the help menu. You can read through this, but basically you are the new captain of a small space vessel, and right now it's the golden era of trade following the invention of hyperspace travel. You've left on this journey to support your family who's living back at your home planet, and you're trying to support their needs from afar. You also need to manage the needs of your crew and your starship business, for which you have taken on a considerable amount of debt for. This game is about resource management. You need to balance those needs, and you win the game if you pay off all of your debts, but you lose if you run out of money, cannot pay the bills, or if your relationships with your family or crewmates deteriorate too much. So, we started in Nova Druka. This is a junkyard world surrounded by old Titan battleships. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the jobs board, see if there's anything that we would like to complete. All of these are delivery quests, or delivery jobs. None of them are standing out to me so far. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on making our first couple coins. If we look at the trade book, we can look at Nova Druka's exports, which are fuel, scrap, and technology. A lot of salvage from the old battleships. And we can start to look at some of these other planets. So Cometa is 2 days away, takes 2 fuel and 2 supplies. Isla de Lo-Fi is 1 day away. Tratopia is 3 days away. You can see that it takes 3 fuel. And if you look at the top here, we definitely don't have enough fuel to go all the way there. So it looks like our choice is between Isla and Cometa. Maybe our exports can give us an idea. So fuel, scrap, and tech. Let's take a look at Isla de Lo-Fi. They're not importing any of those. What about Cometa? Scrap. Cometa is importing scrap. So we look at Nova Druka. You can see that scrap here is what we want to buy. So we're gonna land our starship. We're gonna go to the trade market. This is where you can buy and sell different goods. Let's buy the scrap from here. Leave, and then we are ready to go to the planet. Oh, oops, I made a mistake. I'm the developer of the game and I made this mistake. So we traveled without any supplies. If you travel without any supplies, your crew morale is going to hurt because people are starving. I think it goes down by -5 per day because it took us 2 days to travel here. So -10 total for that trip. If your morale dips below -100, you get slapped with the game over. Can't do anything about it now. Let's land. So Cometa is kind of like the galaxy's food source. This entire planet is covered in fields of produce, and most of the people that live here actually live either on the ring or on the station. So let's actually look at the jobs here. So okay, there's a quest item to deliver some water here in 10 days. Let's go ahead and accept that one. That one looks good. Let's finish what we came here to do. We're gonna sell all of the scrap that we have in our cargo hold, and we made a little bit of a profit. You can check that by clicking here in the finance menu, and you can see that we have a net cash flow of 58 coins. You can see in our income and expense report at the bottom that we have we spent 174, and we just traded it in for 232. You can also see towards the middle of the screen that you have a starship mortgage due in 18 days and some wages due in 3 days. We're going to be working towards saving up for that goal. The other thing that I wanted to show you in this menu is that in addition to your starship business, you also need to provide for the needs of your family. So you have a personal savings account that has some 2,000 coins in there, and it shows you some of the things that you have. Right now, your family is living a modest lifestyle. You can downgrade or upgrade it if you want. I'm gonna keep it as is. They have some upcoming expenses like rent and groceries. Sometimes in the future version of the game, your spouse will be able to add some of their revenue from home, from their job, into this savings account. But for now, that's you're supporting your entire family. So let's make sure that we have supplies for our next trip. We are heading our way. We look at our journal. We are heading our way to wherever there's water. So we look at the trade book. We can see that the only planet that exports water is Troutopia. Troutopia is over here. So we need to go from here to here. It takes 2 days and 2 supplies. So let's go ahead and grab some supplies. Let's 2 of these because we need 2 of those. We also would like to figure out what they are importing, right? So that we don't waste our trip. So this place exports food and supplies. Cometa exports food and supplies, and then Troutopia imports none of that. None of that, apparently. That's okay. We're still gonna go there. I am gonna buy all of this food. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna go there. Not yet. We have plenty of time. This is due in 10 days. We have plenty of time. We're gonna go to Isla de Lo-Fi first. And if you see, Cometa is exporting food and Isla de Lo-Fi is importing food. So that's gonna give us a nice little profit there. One thing, after you travel, you always want to refuel. Otherwise, you won't be able to travel. You know what? I also want to maximize our profits. So you can see some of the upgrades here on the starport. You have one for cargo capacity, you have one for fuel capacity, fuel efficiency, and engine speed. Engine speed I found in my own testing. It's really good because it cuts all of the travel time by half. But cargo is also pretty good because if you maximize your cargo space, you maximize how much profit you can get for each trip. But as you can see, we don't have enough money. We only have 874. But you know where we have enough money? Our savings account. We're gonna borrow from ourselves. Borrow from our own savings account. Sorry, my family's. I'm sorry. I'm going to borrow 1,000. we can withdraw this money into our business account so that we have enough to purchase the cargo capacity upgrade. We're gonna upgrade this right here. There we go. Now that we have more cargo capacity, I'm gonna buy even more food to make sure that we maximize our trip to Isla de Lo-Fi. Let's go ahead and get going. Fantastic. So, welcome to Isla de Lo-Fi. We should check the jobs board in case there's any that just has food. There's one here that has water. I'm gonna make sure to sell everything except 2 food so that I can come back and complete this one. Let's grab that. Actually, let's grab all of these. We can get all of these at Troutopia. Let's grab all these. So, I want to sell all but a few pieces of food. To keep track of that, there's 2 food that I shouldn't sell, 3 food that I shouldn't sell, 4 food that I shouldn't sell. So I can sell 18 minus 4 is 12. So, go here, go to the trade market. We're going to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. What's in our cargo hold right now? Just some food. Let's trade. We're going to go from here from Isla de Lo-Fi to Troutopia, right? So this place exports coffee and it exports tech. If I go to Troutopia, it imports tech, so we can buy tech. Let's go here. How far is it? Do I need to buy more supplies? No, I already have 1 supply because I bought some in Komeda. So I'm gonna buy a bunch of tech, all of it, and all tech, as much tech as I can. Yeah. And then we are gonna go straight to Troutopia. We travel here. Up, I don't have enough fuel. Refuel. Boom, boom, boom. We go. Away. Let's land. So Troutopia is the home of the proud Troutons. These are fish kind of people. They resemble salmon, and they've been building these lily pad kind of structures on the surface of their planet to open up the trade. And these little green spots are sort of like really long elevators that get you down to the depths where their city actually is. All right, let's check the jobs board. I've got a lot of tech that I can trade in, but I don't want to do any of these jobs right now, so let's go to the trade market. We're gonna sell all of our technology. Fantastic. Just to make sure we understand what we need to get some water and maybe in 1 medicine from this place. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 food. Oh, I could have sold 2 food, but that's no big deal. Actually, let's do it right now. Let's just no, we don't need to. So we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 water, 5, 6 water, 7 water, and 1 medicine. All right. So 7 water, 1 medicine. 1 medicine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 water. Fantastic. We have some cargo space still for some more stuff. We are going from Troutopia back to Isla de Lo-Fi. Yeah, we're going back from Troutopia to Isla de Lo-Fi. So we can look at the trade book. We look at Troutopia. Medicine, minerals, water is what they export. Isla imports medicine and water. So we're just gonna stock up on medicine, I think. I can sell 2 more food. And then I'm gonna buy a lot of medicine. Yeah. Oh, let's buy 1 supply also. And the rest of the medicine. There we go. Alright, we go to Isla de Lo-Fi. After we refuel. Almost forgot. Boom. Okay, so we paid some crew wages. And our family also bought some groceries. So let's double check our finances. Right now we're in the negative because we've been spending a lot on upgrades. We also paid our wages for 100 points. Our family also spent... oh, they splurged a little bit. they spent on 60 for their groceries. So, from Isla de Lo-Fi, we are ready to complete our first jobs. We can go here to the jobs board, and to see the jobs that we have open currently, we can go to the current jobs that we have, and we can just hit complete for all of these, I believe. So let's hit complete on this, fantastic. So for each job you complete, you get around 250 coins, and your reputation goes up by 1. Reputation isn't important for this build of the game, but later on when there are factions, reputation will affect your ability to join those, how honorable you are, how much people are willing to work for you. It also affects your hiring of crewmates, and how much profit you can get from each job. Yeah. So let's take a look. The only job that we have right now is the original one we took in Comida, which was for water. We're gonna make sure that we don't sell the water that we have in our cargo. The only things that we can sell is medicine. Let's take a look at the job board. Is there any medicine that we can do? We can do that. But it takes the water, so I'm not gonna do that actually. So yeah, let's trade all of the medicine so that we make a little bit of a profit. We're gonna refuel. And we are also going to... Let me take a look at these jobs again. Yeah, we don't want to do any of these. So let's figure out how to go from Isla de Lo-Fi to Comida. So Isla is selling coffee and tech. Proutopia is buying fuel, scrap, and tech. Okay. So check technology. Yeah, we can get technology from Isla de Lo-Fi. We land here, trade, we're gonna get some technology. And I know that this is pretty repetitive, right? This is representative of the core game loop that my game kind of has. You're going to different planets, completing different things. Later on, when there's more detailed quests, when there's combat, and there's also gonna be more social stuff, like when you have crewmates and NPCs that you can talk to. That's kind of a lot of that stuff is stuff that I cut out in order to just make something. But anyway, what did we do? We have enough technology. We are ready to go to Comida and complete our original quest. Boom. So as you can see, as we travel with enough supplies, our morale grows back up. And we are going to complete the original job that we had. Complete. Done. And that's basically the game. Yeah. One other thing that I'm gonna show you is you can pay off this debt yourself. Like, you don't need to wait for the mortgage to come. When the mortgage arrives, I think only 10% of it goes towards actually pulling down that number, and the rest is just an interest. So it's actually more effective to pay it off as and grow your equity the faster you can, because you get more expensive payments. You have options for more expensive payments, but they put more towards your principal. One of the things that I intend to get really nerdy with this in this game is the finance portion. I used to run a business before. I really like the accounting parts of it. I thought it was super interesting. I know it sounds really boring, but I think it's really interesting, and I think a lot of other people would actually learn a thing or two about managing some of that stuff. In order to pay off some of the debt, let's say that I wanted to pay off 400. You just put that there and you hit pay debts, and that will go towards the remaining balance that you have. But yeah, thank you for... Make sure you save your game. Thank you for listening to all of that. Hopefully that gives you a clearer picture about how to play the game. The basics is that you go from planet to planet, consulting the trade book to see what they're importing and exporting, and also looking at the jobs board to see if there are any high, like easy stuff to do that has some high profit. Actually, it's really easy. I'm gonna grab those. You can consult the job boards to see if there are some really easy jobs that you can do, while also managing your relationships throughout the game. yeah, if you want to try this game yourself, you can go to cosmicwiki.com and scroll down to the download section. Right now, I only have a Windows build since Windows is the only one that I can really test. But please consider signing up for the email list if you would like to get notifications of whenever I release a new version of this. Or join my Discord to see if you have any ideas or suggestions that you'd like to see in the game's future. The Discord is where I'm going to be taking note of those. And also in the YouTube comments. Lastly, please subscribe and drop a like if you feel like it. I'll see you in the next one. See you in space, cowboys.